Good afternoon. My name is John Birdwell, and I'm here to talk about a leader that I had the opportunity to grow up under. He was an educator at Moore Public Schools. His name was Brad Fernberg. He was a coach. He was a friend. He offered a lot of advice, and he listened. Um, he had the ability to move a team towards a common goal, and he did it with his stories and the way that he interacted with everyone. It made everyone had a job and everyone had an opportunity to do. He was a large man in stature. He was also intelligent. He was a civics teacher, uh, which was a very interesting class for me. As far as his leadership and his power, he really wasn't so much on the negative and side like that. He was always um, looking to grow people. He focused on the positive and the outcome. He gave examples, and one of the greatest storytellers that I've ever had the opportunity to come across with. He was an assigned leader because he was a authority figure, so to say, with the title of a teacher and then a coach. But very seldom did he use his power in a negative tone as far as making somebody run or anything else like that. He always let you say your side and explain it and maybe offered suggestions. He had a lot of integrity and in determination that he instilled in everything that he did. He was a coach, and like I said, at that time, very involved in everything, a great communicator skills with people. And he also, over time, he emerged to be a very good leader and emerged into be the assistant superintendent for Moore Public Schools, which is a very large district. So, like I said, he displayed integrity. He was very honest. If there was something that were wrong, he was very straightforward in his approach. But he also, everybody came to him for questions and answers, whether it was even in his realm of expertise or not. He stood on solid ground. He always told me, he said, there are very few things that you can control in your life. He said, but your attitude, he said, no one can ever take away from you your work ethic. People may have the ability to talk bad about your work ethic based upon your actions, but if you give 100% in everything that you do, you have an opportunity for success. As far as a skills inventory level, I think when I had the opportunity to work with him directly, he was probably right in that middle management deal, but over his expertise, over the practice, over the opportunities that over the year, like I said, he did turn into the assistant superintendent for Moore Public Schools. He was just a dynamic individual, had a lot of experiences. He was willing to share. I think this is something that really helped me a lot. I stay in contact with him. I'm friends with his wife on Facebook, and still today I feel like if I needed something, I could reach out to him. Just a fantastic individual. I have told him numerous times and kept in contact with him over the years, and I have thanked him tremendously for what he has instilled in me. Great video was that adaptive, the super flexible leader. He was a man before his time. He was super flexible far before I ever saw that video. He could interact with any and every group that he dealt with, and he was smart enough to listen to opportunities that were out there. I think I've learned that from him. That's my greatest fear in the operations manager. I'm on the older side of things, and I see this younger generation, they do warehousing differently than what I did. Smarter. They have more tools than what I grew up with. I have to be adaptive to the environment that I'm working in, or I'll just be left behind by technology. I have to listen to everyone, and I think Mr. Fernberg helped me understand that everything that I do and everything that we do changes over time, and he was a great example of Always be willing to jump in and help, learn. Don't be someone who manages by fear. Don't be a blamer, be a fixer. That was another one that he always said. He always said when an individual came off the field, they had a bad play or they didn't perform as expected, he said, don't ever bring them down when they get over the sidelines. He said that's the longest walk from the playing field to the sidelines. They already know what they did. You need to be building them up when they get back on the field again. So like I said, Mr. Brad Fernbird was an amazing leader, and I'm sure that he still is today. Thank you very much.